When Lily first spoke of the bone fairy, I dismissed it as a child's fantasy. But children see things we can't, hear whispers we ignore, and sometimes they know truths that can shatter our world. That night, she asked me to protect her, a promise I made lightly, unaware of the darkness it would summon. The scratching at the window came at 3 a.m, a sound that scraped against my sanity. A cold breath swept through the room, carrying the scent of old rain and something metallic, sickeningly sweet. It was then I saw it, a silhouette against the dim light, fragile and menacing. In its hand, it held a tiny white bone, a piece stolen from my daughter's very being. I felt a sharp sting, a momentary pain, and then a horrifying realization. Lily's finger was soft, empty, the bone gone. The impossible had become real. The X-ray confirmed our nightmare. A void where bone should have been. Doctors were baffled, offering only useless referrals and empty words. I delved into forbidden knowledge, searching for any mention of the bone fairy, clinging to the desperate hope that I wasn't insane. I set up a camera, a cold, unblinking eye watching over Lily. My promise had become an obsession, every creak and whisper a potential threat. Sleep became a luxury I could no longer afford, replaced by the gnawing fear of the bone fairy's return. The camera captured the truth. At 3:07 a.m., the window opened and the bone fairy slipped through. It moved with unnerving precision, extracting another piece of my daughter. Its eyes, like candle sparks, burned into my soul. I rushed to the window, but it was too late. The creature was escaping, its face a mask of ancient malice. I heard a dry, rattling sound, like pebbles shifting, a mockery of words, a declaration of its power. The domestic brutality of it sickened me, too small to be monstrous, yet too human to ignore. I searched the yard, finding a collection of tiny bones, arranged with unnerving precision, a macabre garden of stolen fragments. Kept Lily close, but the questions began. Rare conditions, miracles, prayer-empty words that offered no solace. I was left with the image of yellow eyes and a stolen bone, the crushing weight of a broken promise. The radiologist found something, a ghost of bone, tissue rearranging around absence, a flicker of hope, fragile as a dream. We clung to it, Lily most of all, even as she favored her left hand, a constant reminder of what was lost. I slept on the edge of her bed, half in dreams, half in vigilance. Lily would hold my face, asking me to stay, and I would. Each night a silent battle against the darkness, a desperate attempt to keep my promise. The last image I have is of her small hand in mine, a promise unmade. There is no tidy end, no victory over the small thing at the window, only a constant vigilance, a recurring nightmare. Sometimes I hear a feathered breath against the window. Lily sleeps, and I count her fingers, a desperate prayer. They are there for now, but the fear never truly leaves. At dawn, I still find a white thing in the grass, small as a bead, clean as a shell. A terrible relic of my failure, a reminder of the promise I couldn't keep. I keep one in a matchbox under my pillow, a private, terrible relic. It is a tangible representation of my guilt, a constant reminder of the bone fairy's due. I told her I would protect her. I failed her. The thing that took a piece of my child does not care about promises. It only checks its pockets and comes back, and its eyes are always a little more like matches. The hunger never fades. Every night, the same ritual. Check the windows, check the doors, count her fingers. A cycle of fear and desperation, fueled by the knowledge of what lurks just beyond the edge of sight. The doctors offer no answers, only more tests, more scans, more empty reassurances. They do not see what I see. They do not know what I know. Sometimes, I wonder if I imagined it all. If the bone fairy is just a figment of my sleep-deprived mind. But then, I find another bone, small and white, and the reality crashes down again. The other parents whisper, their eyes filled with pity and fear. They do not understand the horror that has taken root in our lives. They cannot protect their children from what they cannot see. The nights are the worst. The darkness amplifies the whispers, the creaks, the sense of something watching from just beyond the window pane. Sleep is a battlefield, and I am a weary soldier. I have become a prisoner in my own home, trapped by a promise and haunted by a creature that defies explanation. What does the bone fairy want? What is its purpose? Is it simply a collector, a hoarder of tiny fragments of life, or is there something more sinister at play? The thought of bargaining with it crosses my mind, but I know it's futile. The bone fairy is not interested in deals. It only takes, and it will keep taking until there is nothing left. I considered leaving, running away to a place where the bone fairy cannot find us, but I know that it would follow. It is a curse, a shadow that clings to our family. I have failed as a father. I could not protect my daughter from the darkness. Now I must live with the consequences, with the constant fear of what will be taken next. The world has become a terrifying place, filled with unseen horrors that prey on the innocent, and I am left to stand guard, a solitary figure against the encroaching darkness. Ellie still smiles, still laughs, still finds joy in the world. But I see the fear in her eyes, the awareness that something is not right. The bone fairy is a parasite, feeding on our fear, on our hope, on our very essence. And I am desperate to find a way to stop it before it consumes us all. The battle is not over. It will continue night after night until I find a way to break the curse, or until the bone fairy takes everything. The bones under my pillow are a constant reminder of what is at stake. They are my weapons, my talismans, my proof that the bone fairy is real. I will not let it win. I will not let it take any more. I will protect my daughter, even if it costs me everything. The battle continues, but hope remains. And as long as there is hope, there is a chance to defeat the Bone Fairy and reclaim our lives. The promise may have been broken, but the fight continues. And I will not rest until my daughter is safe, until the Bone Fairy is defeated, until our lives are finally our own again.